No, it's not quite like that around Lynn, but we do have our share of natural waysides. Hi, I'm Cal Anderson, one of the rotating hosts for the Lynn Lowdown. And today my guests are Rick Roth and Leslie Courtemanche.
Hi, Calvin.
They're two local naturalists. And you know, we're blessed in Lynn to have so many good places to get out and away from the couch, away from the video games. Don't you agree?
Certainly, especially at this time of year, lots of stuff to go outside and look at.
I think that's called for a balloon drop. Let's hear it for the outdoors. Let's hear it for natural wonders around Lynn. We got all these waysides, and we got the Lynn woods, we got beaches, and you know, there's all kinds of reasons to just get out. And the reason I'm opening with this balloon drop this time is because I closed my last show with a balloon drop, and I wanted to introduce Master IC. He's a barber downtown Lynn. He's a good guy, a good family guy, and he's an example of Lynn quality. That means it's a merchant in town that puts the city first, and I just want to thank him.
All right.
Nice
It's
work.
the Victorious Barber Shop on Union Street, right across from the Lynn Museum. So back to our guests. Leslie, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm from Lynn. I was born in Lynn, and I've always appreciated nature. My father brought me out around Spring Pond. That's really where I primarily walk. I walk in Lynn Woods as well. Spring Pond is in Salem, Lynn, and Peabody. And I've been successful with other people in getting 6 vernal pools certified in that area, which grants it some protection under the Wetlands Act. So that's pretty good. And I met Rick Roth at the Earth Fest in Lynn Woods. He does a show there every year. And yeah, I love to go out and explore and, you know, see the amphibians that come out in the spring. And it's just a wonderful thing to get out and breathe the fresh air.
That sounds great. Now, we're encouraging people to get out of the city and into the woods, but you just can't go out willy-nilly. There's some precautions to take. You want to talk about some of those, Rick?
I don't use any of them, so I think you better.
Well, I always go out with a day pack. It can be one of those recycled shopping bags slung over your shoulder, but always go out with something, because you're undoubtedly going to get hungry. You're going to need to hydrate. So bring water, some snacks, apples, whatever, sandwiches. But the most important thing, especially these days with the Zika and the Triple E and any other mosquito-borne illnesses, take your spray. There's a pump spray with eucalyptus and lemons. They actually don't kill the mosquitoes, but once you have them on your body or on your clothes, they repel them. What I'm getting into lately is the wipes. They're very handy. You can just open them up and wipe them on your body, and it keeps you away. Another new one we got, these are my favorites. Little coils. They last about 2 days. My hands are slippery. But anyway, they're mosquito coils. They smell like citronella. So once you get them open, I put these on my dog too.
Very nice.
You can just wear them on your...
Yeah, Calvin, I favor those rather, well, I don't really use the spray, but I favor those because if I'm going to be touching anything, and any wildlife or anything, you
I
don't
like
want to
them for
have
that,
those
too.
oils on your hands.
Yeah, I like them for that reason too. They're very tight.
Or if you put your hands in the water at all, you don't want those chemicals going in.
So we have a lot of places around Lynn to get out in the woods. We have our own Lynn Woods. There's Breakheart Reservation. There's the Ipswich River, and right near there is the Bradley Palmer State Park. And when you're out and about, what are the type of things you might encounter?
Well, this is a great time to year, as I said earlier, to be out and about, and we're seeing a lot of stuff right now. One of the things I encountered the other day when I was just walking around is one of these Trey Cool painted turtles.
Very nice.
And I really like these guys because they truly are a painted turtle. If you look here, I'm just going to hand that off to Leslie.
Oh, well, hello.
Hi there.
So that's just a youngster, probably 7 years old or something like that.
And a turtle is an amphibian.
It is not. It's a reptile. They have dry, scaly skin, whereas amphibians have wet and slimy skin.
learned something already.
Speaking of which, this is our gray tree frog. Here's another one who's coming out, this little sticky foot frog.
Do these make noise? Are
Lives
these
right
the
here.
peepers
They
you
do,
hear
and
about?
now they are not. The peepers go peep. The tree frogs wait until about May or June sometime, and then they go
Hey, he's pretty good.
I love it when I get to do my frog calls. And we should probably put him away before he gets lost
Yes, my God, it's
in the thing here.
such a big room for such a little critter.
And one of my other personal
over there with
favorites,
his little friend.
being a vernal pool guy, and this is a species that only breeds in vernal pools, the spotted salamander.
He's beautiful.
And these are the poster boys for vernal pools because they look like little cartoons. And
Can I hold him? He feels
you
like
certainly
he's
can.
rubber.
These guys are so cool. They lay their eggs in vernal pools. They crawl back into the woods where they live underneath logs and rocks the rest of the year.
So these are cold-blooded?
They are, and those are amphibians. They have slimy skin without scales.
I understand the amphibians generally are like the canary in the coal mine
Covered.
for
Absolutely.
telling us that our ecosystem is getting dicey.
That is certainly true. What they call the indicators of trouble in the environment, yes, and it's because they're such delicate animals and they bring in air and water through their skins, and so they're certainly with those permeable skins, they're very susceptible to anything that's wrong with the environment, and so they are in fact indicators.
Are these all indigenous to our area?
Indigenous is not really the right word. That would mean it only lived here. They're native to here.
A native.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
See,
good. That's
I
good to
learn
know.
something every day.
Now, we got two different snakes here that are very common around our wetlands and in the rest of the woods out there and stuff. This is a garter snake here, the little chunky one. And the ribbon snake, it's very close relative.
Why the long body?
That actually lives near wetlands most of the time because their food's in there. These guys eat nothing but fish and frogs. Those guys eat fish and frogs too, but a variety of other things.
Very
So you
nice.
often find these snakes around
Here, Leslie,
wetlands.
take the
right.
snake.
And,
I don't get to say that very often.
So anyway, you're going to take that one for just a sec,
How
okay?
large will the ribbon snake be?
That's about it. They can get a little bigger, and this is a good-sized female
Okay.
garter snake.
So that's how you can tell the difference between a garter and
It's
a
usually
ribbon.
going to be more heavy-bodied, bolder pattern.
I like the
Okay.
stripes on this one.
Yeah.
This
Oh, they're
one's cool.
beautiful.
They are very
They're
pretty
beautiful.
snakes.
It feels like
So,
a bungee
we're just going to
cord.
throw these guys back into this bag, and I got a lot of pillowcases that I keep my
Okay.
snakes in when I'm
later.
traveling them. Snakes are secretive animals, and they like to
We got about 3 minutes left.
hide
folks.
Oh,
most
3
of the
minutes.
time.
Time
So
flies
if
when
I
you're out
know.
put them
in the woods.
in a pillowcase, then they are
They can
about as
breathe.
happy as a snake
Yep.
gets. They can breathe right in there. And
Dark.
let's see what else we got here.
Oh my.
Yeah, now this is a pretty common snake that a lot of people see around here. This is a milk snake.
You know, I think I've seen those.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like a lot of snakes, they will rattle their tails when you approach them and scare them. And so when they do that, if they do it in dry leaves, it'll make a noise. And that means to just about everyone on the planet that that's a rattlesnake. And I've probably been called about 100 times in my lifetime. I got a rattlesnake in my
Constrictor
backyard.
on my finger, Rick. Is
Well,
that
they
good
are
or
in
bad?
fact constrictors. It's how they kill their food. Okay? But I think you're safe.
Yeah, I'm a little bigger on the food
You're all
chain.
right. You're all right
Now,
with that.
tell me about the snakes that we should be wary of around here.
Well,
Poisonous ones,
in-
etc.
Here's the thing. Poison is something you eat like a mushroom. Venom is the word you're looking for. And we have two venomous snakes in Massachusetts, the copperhead and the timber rattlesnake. They are so uncommon that you are not going to find them unless you really know exactly where to look. They're both state endangered.
We got 1 minute
Yes.
left.
You're about
Oh,
as
oh.
safe
We're gonna
as
have
you
to
can
wrap
be.
up. Leslie,
I
take
would
my
like to say that
snake
in Lynn
again.
Woods, there have been spotted, what did you say, the first one?
The timber rattlesnake?
timber, yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, virtually everybody will tell you that they
Sure.
found a rattlesnake when they haven't.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't worry about it.
no.
Rattlesnakes
Oh, no.
exist
No,
in all
definitely.
50 states. Is that true?
I don't know. Ooh, look at that. There's a black
Nice.
racer.
Oh.
He might bite you, by the way. This is Elliot.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not
Of course
sure.
you're sure.
But he's pretty cranky, but he's a little cool right now, and
I
so he
think I'll
hasn't
look
bit you yet
Well, can
for
I
that
wear him?
reason. Yes, you can. And this is one of our larger native Massachusetts
We want to really
snakes.
thank you,
They get about...
Leslie Courtemanche and Rick
Great.
Roth, and a nice shout out to Master IC. Well, thanks for coming by and showing us all the wonderful snakes, Leslie Courtemanche and Rick Roth, and a special shout out to Master IC. Now, until next time, keep loving Lynn!
See you, Calvin.